Andy, what just specifically, you look at the 29 assists and just like a lot more kind of flow, a lot more pace?
I'm just tired. I'm tired of watching turnovers and no ball movement, no player movement, and so if you're going to stand, you're going to come out of the game. So it's pretty simple. They did a great job tonight. Isaiah had 7 assists, no turnovers. Boogie had 7 assists, Kobe 5, and everybody did a good job of sharing the ball.
Andy, Isaiah played 4 minutes, and AP and Johnny didn't get in tonight. Are you starting to tighten up the rotation? Is that part of the plan?
Well, we've been playing 11 guys all season, and we are going to play guys that defend, that play well in practice, that produce in the games, and are able to. And look, AP and Kajani and Isaiah are all good players, but it's hard to play 11 guys every single game. So this lineup's not set in stone. The minutes will vary. We just have to play well, and we had to change something. So the last couple of days in practice, I thought were productive, and we'll see what happens.
Recently, defense has been maybe not up to par what you would like. Would you say that last 3 minutes of the first half is the best series of defense this season?
Well, we played much better defense in the first half. I was disappointed in the second half. We got that big lead, and then we gave them 3 or 4 straight threes, and that's something we have to keep working on. It's our guys get a little winded, and we have a lead, they relax, and that's happened numerous games this year in the second half, and caught up to us a couple of times. So tonight we were fortunate to hang on.
Andy, when you talk about point of emphasis or the practice, is it more so a coaching emphasis? Is it more so kind of, you feel like players kind of buying in a little bit more? What's happening?
Well, we'll see. They have to do it for more than one game, but we're at the point now. You keep turning the ball over. You take tough shots. You don't move the ball. You don't move yourself. Player movement. Just come out and sit on the bench for a while, and we'll see. We have a deep roster, so everybody knows that you got to play hard on defense. And look, we're a developing team. It was my fault for scheduling so many road games and away games. We had the least amount of home games, 5 in the power conferences this year by far up until this point, and we misjudged our inexperience a little bit, and also meshing this team together in the regular season. Then we had those injuries after our first and second game, with all those injuries for about 2.5 weeks. So it was tough. Our schedule really hurt us this year because of all the travel. Didn't give us a chance to come back and regroup and work on things and catch our breath. And so it's nice to be home.
Andy, Bronny had at least 4 deflections defensively in that first half. What do you like about his activity on the defensive end?
Well, he's very active with his feet and his hands, and he's strong, and he anticipates well. I thought he played a very good game tonight on both sides.
Is he still operating on a restriction? Is there any kind of timeline when you anticipate that alleviating?
We're not sure. That I don't get into that with the doctors unless need to. So that'll be a kind of a week-by-week type thing.
Coach, what did you see in Kobe Johnson? We struggled in the first half, and he went with 14 points in the second half. What did you see out of him?
If I start playing good offensive basketball, I don't know what to say. I mean, he made it 1, and he made 4 in a row, and he played great. So, look, we can't make open shots for our guys. He finally started making some open shots and played outstanding. He was terrific in the second half.
You talked a little bit about that inexperience, Isaiah in particular, 7 assists, no turnovers tonight. It's like you guys kind of gone downhill a little bit more. What did you see in terms of his just attack?
Well, you have to learn to play the position. It's hard. It's the hardest position to learn as a point guard. You have so much responsibility, and he's learning the position and learning how what he can do, what he can't do, and also kind of his own game is developing. So he's going to be a much better player here coming up. We all hope. Tonight was the first step, and I was very proud of him.
What's the process in just working on his jumper, trying to get that to kind of come on?
Well, let's start with the 7 assists and no turnovers. Let's not get carried away here. Okay.
Andy, what was the thinking with Bronny down the stretch? Did you try to save him for that last extra minute and a half of the game?
Well, the other guys were playing okay, playing well. So Bronny defensively, tried to get him in for defensive purposes, and he's a good foul shooter.
Andy, this is 2 straight games for him to double-digit scoring. So are you seeing him kind of maybe turning the corner a little bit? And obviously the minutes have gotten a little bit more, but the stints at least. Do you think this is something where he's just getting a little comfortable with what you're looking forward to?
Well, he's a freshman in his fifth, sixth game. I don't know how many it is now, but he's developing as a player, and it's nice to see and nice to watch. He's a typical freshman, but he had a little disadvantage over most freshmen, where he was out for 5 months and had to come back in mid-season. It's very hard to do. So his effort tonight was great on the defensive end, and as you said, he said 4 deflections. He had 2 had a steal, and then he also had 3 assists. But he also scored the ball and had 10 points. So we need that bench production. Our bench players, guys who come off the bench for us, have to be productive, and he was terrific tonight.
What led into just Josh starting over, Vince after Vince?
We're playing our best defense. Josh is our best defensive big by far. Okay, and he's an experienced guy. Vince has only played 20 college games total, and Vince is a developing player as well. We love Vince, and he's going to get better and better and better. So, but Josh's experience, and he's our best defensive big. As I said, who plays, who starts is a result of productivity in the games and in practices. And we need Vince to be good, and we need Josh to be good.
All right.
Thank you.
It kind of looked like after that first period, second half, kind of like saw the weight come off the shoulders a little bit, just to kind of, get going. What's the process to kind of find your shot then, like?
Just staying in the gym and keeping my confidence. These past few games, everybody's seen I haven't been hitting my shots, but I've had people around me, and I've kept the confidence within myself to, I have the ability to make those shots. So I'm going to keep on taking them. Once I saw that first one go through, like you said, I did feel the weight come off my shoulders, and I just had the confidence from there on out.
Isaiah and Andy were just talking about how much of a point of emphasis getting assists wasn't moving the ball. What was practice like after the last few games have been a little bit rough for you guys, and specifically in that?
For us, it was just, coming back to regroup. We know it's a new year, so, we know it's a new start for us, having this home, couple games at home. So, I think it was really important for us to, rebuild, regroup each other, get back in the gym together and things like that. And I feel like practice went really well this year. This year. Yeah.
Isaiah, Coach Enfield was talking about how learning the position of point guard is the most difficult position to learn. What's the part that's coming to you? What's been the part of this learning the point guard position at the college level that's been the most challenging for you?
Making a simple plays. In high school, you want that one flashy assist or something like that, but it's just making the simple plays.
Isaiah, you feel like, talk to about the coach about, you wanting to kind of have more fun. You just covered that a little bit on the court. How do you feel like that's kind of coming along over the last 2 games? Seem to be a little bit more free tonight.
I feel like it was great team win tonight. I had a lot of fun tonight, especially because we won. So I'm looking forward to keep things going. So yeah.
Kobe, what are you seeing from Bronny?
He's starting to be more confident as a player, and he's starting to play his game. When he first got back, he was on a minute restriction. He wasn't able to, he's kind of antsy about what to do. But now he's starting to get into his groove, and he's starting to, become a player that everybody knows who he is. And it's great to have him. He's a great defender, and he's a great playmaker, especially. So being able to have somebody out there on the floor with you is easy, especially on defense. He can help you out, and on offense, easy because it's another person that can handle the ball and also score the ball.
Kobe, what issues are there on defense at this point? Because teams are shooting a much higher percentage against you this year than last year.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is once we build a lead or whatnot, we kind of slack off. We kind of don't do the little details. We don't box out every possession. We don't go to get the rebound, and like I said, we don't do the little details. And I think that's something that we need to fix ASAP because we're going to get into a big stretch of tough games in the back. So I feel like practice coming up, we got to clean those little details up, and we'll be the defensive team that we've been in the past.
For either of you guys, has it been challenging managing expectations at all with just so much hype around the team coming into the season?
I knew there was a lot of expectations. I know We all seen the internet spiel about us, about how good we should be, but we're just gonna play our game. We all know how good we are. We're a family here, so no matter what happens, we're gonna stick through it together, and we're just gonna keep on playing. I think we're starting to come together as a team, and I think these next few games are gonna be really good and showcasing everybody's ability and how good of a team that we can really be.
You guys had 29 assists as a team, one shy of the team program record. Are you going to kind of use that as to maybe get to that 30 assists on the next game, kind of learn from what you guys explained?
Most definitely. I see when we move the ball well, we get good shots. So, we're gonna keep that thing going, just like we've been doing in practice, and we just see like it's gonna be great if we just keep moving the ball for sure offensively.
For both you guys, Andy was saying, guys kind of turn the ball over, force shots, that sort of thing. Like, you're going to go kind of sit on the bench at this point. And you said that's been emphasis in practice the last few days. Has that been kind of made clear to you guys, like that sense of urgency? If you guys aren't producing, like someone else is going to come in?
Absolutely. We've seen that in the past few past games. The games that we lost, we saw how bad we looked, and just that's not the style of play that we want to have. So the coach is definitely emphasizing that a whole bunch. And in practice, we're trying to, keep the turnovers down and just, again, trying to do all the little details so that we can stay on the floor.
What was the message after the Oregon State game from the coaches?
Just kind of stick together. We're going through a down part, but stay together. We have a chance to come back home and get 3 big wins. And if we're able to get these, we're right there. Our confidence is going to be at an all-time high. So we just got to stick to it together. Stay locked in, lock in for Stanford, and I think we'll be right there.
Kobe, you were talking about what Ronnie can do defensively. You had like 4 deflections, I think, in the first half, a couple of steals. Like, what in your mind, what makes him a pretty good defensive player?
Just his anticipation. He knows when the pass is coming. He knows to be in the right spot at the right time, and he has active hands, and that's everything you want in the defender. He's very smart. He knows when not to gamble, when to gamble, and just being able to have someone out there that can also lock up somebody or the opposing team's best player is nice to have.
On the flip side of that, Kobe, for him as he kind of gets more conditioned and gets off this restriction, you feel like he's a guy that can kind of take more shots and be a little bit more assertive offensively than he has been through this first stretch?
Absolutely. We're all confident in Bronny's game. We see it every day in practice. We see the work that he puts in. We know the shots that he can make, and if he takes the right shots that we know he can take, we know how good of a player he can be, and I don't think none of us have any issues with him taking shots as long as he plays defense.
Any more questions? All right, thanks, guys.